Of the Ezenifite community in Awka South local government area of the state are demanding justice for the murder of popular businessman Ife Sinachi Onyekere, known as Fish Magnet. Onyekere was abducted and subsequently killed by gunmen despite a ransom payment. He was kidnapped from his residence on Saturday, July 29th. The assailants, who reportedly arrived in an ash-colored SUV, shot him in the leg before fleeing with him in his own car. After 3 days in captivity, an undisclosed ransom was paid. However, instead of releasing him to his family, the kidnappers murdered him, and his lifeless body was found by the roadside. Onyekere's rise to fame was fueled by his advocacy and his love for fish. Well, here's his last known post on social media.
This fish industry, they're very broad, though, but most of them don't know. The best way to enjoy fish industry is to pick one area, focus on that. Come where they go. For fish industry, they get the hatchery. They also have pond construction. There's the processing, the choke. There's the feed formulation. The fish industry is broad.
Young life cut short. Well, the Anambra State Police Command has confirmed the incident and stated that the victim's vehicle was recovered. The Commissioner of Police has directed all tactical and intelligence units to intensify efforts to apprehend those responsible for what he calls the cowardly act. The incident has caused significant outrage and concern among residents in that area and, of course, the state, Anambra State. This is really a tragic news. And I believe that he's also the son of a woman leader from APGA. And so he was well known, and he was really known for his advocacy. And you could see that last video, teaching people how to fish. Really sad situation coming out from Anambra State.
This is terrible, Oji. You know, when we focus on issues around insecurity, there's a tendency to focus on what's happening in the north. But the honest truth is that there's so many other parts of the country, specifically the east, the southeast, where there's continued insecurity and a sustainable solution has not been found yet. We know the consistent things that are plaguing that region, but unfortunately, they are not getting the attention that I think they deserve. So that's the first thing. Then the second is the fact that his mother is a well-known politician. I hope this is not politically motivated, because that's another side of toxic politics. So, you know, sometimes when we say statements like "don't heat up the polity" and so forth, it almost sounds like it's just bravado, right? But the honest truth is that there are some people who take this thing too far. Of course, an investigation is ongoing, so I can't, nobody knows whether or not that is part of it. But I'm just putting it out there as something that cannot be dismissed in the context of it for now. And now look at this brilliant young man who decided to, you know, these days, our parents, the older generation, are always complaining that young people don't like to do farming. Young people don't like to do all this. Now look at this young man who's decided that he wants to pursue fishery as his career, doing well for himself, employing people. You can see from the size of the fish there and just the knowledge he has of the industry that he's somebody who is professional in what he's doing, and he's somebody who has a good sense of his industries. But you know, gosh, I send my condolences to his family, and I hope those people are caught. Again, ransom is illegal. You know, they say that the payment of ransom should be illegal. Okay. But what do you tell these desperate families? But this is why they say ransom payment is illegal, because you pay the money, but you're not guaranteed anything after paying that money. Very unfortunate.
You know, recently when the National Security Advisor did come out to say that things were getting a whole lot better as regards to security, I'm like, I don't know what statistics he's looking at, but these are some deaths that you wonder and you shudder. That the only reason why this man died this way was because he's a Nigerian. I mean, that's just a
Nigeria happened to him.
Nigeria happened to him.
Really sad.
And that's right. This is a man that I don't even know why before now, based on his prowess on social media, state governments have not said, okay, how can you come and train people? How can we amplify your business? But what do? We take them and we kill them. Nigeria has become a country that life is so cheap. A man that grew up to this extent, they just snuff life out. I don't even want to care how much the ransom is. No amount of money can be compared to life and the people he was employing and the ecosystem he was creating and the joy he was giving people.
Yes.
So he was not only just creating his content for people in Nigeria, even people in diaspora that might have learned one or two things from him.
Really
and
sad.
What have we heard? Okay, the police is reacting, they're investigating. Are we going to see the end? Are we going to bring the culprits to book? Are we going to smash this crime? Audrey, you forget in a hurry, this is the same country that an attorney general, Minister of Justice, was killed. He's not getting justice till date.
Till today, yes.
See, his wife, Justice Atinuka Ige, because of the denial of justice, a woman that spent her life dispensing justice in this country, the denial of justice gave her heartache and she died.
Really sad.
And that's the kind of country we live in. So please, let us do everything
This is
to
a
ensure
sad,
that he doesn't die.
sober, painful reminder of the reign of criminality, impunity in the country, and insecurity, if you may add to it, and an indication that it's not just in the northern part where you have no insurgency and banditry. Down south, you have kidnapping, you have murder. And it's very unfortunate, without prejudice to what the security agencies are doing, both military and the police. It simply means that there is still a lot more for government to do in terms of ensuring the security of lives and property, which is a primary purpose of government under Section 14 of the Constitution. Number two is that the police, they say, okay, they are going to investigate and all that after the fact. The tragedy in this country is that we have too many unresolved murders. You have cited the example of Bolage. It's a very long list. Dick Podino, Mashalari, Funshaw Williams, Suliat Adedeji. Such a long list, across the country. The usual noises are made, and then, you have cases running to 20 years that nobody has been able to resolve. We need to make this country safe for everyone. Now, we say agriculture is important. We encourage young people to go into agriculture. Agriculture contributes 20% of GDP. This is a young man who, after leaving school, did not bother to be looking for work and be complaining that I graduated many years ago, I have not found a job. He started a business in agriculture, provided jobs and opportunities, and then they've snuffed life out of him.
This is it.
So Nigeria has a way of killing people's dreams. And that's the responsibility of government to make sure that this is a country where people can dream and live their dreams and survive.
Right. And we call on the Chief Security Officer of the state, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, to also take charge of Anambra State. May his soul rest in peace.